Hello, hello. You're welcome once again. This time around, we want to look at the idea about volume. Now, assuming you are given a question and you are asked to find a volume, there are two key important ways or approaches uh, of going about it. One is to just input all your your expected parameters, be it maybe you have um, the length times the breadth times the height, that is giving a rectangle, sorry, a cuboid. In the case where you are given a cylinder, you can decide to also um, use your formula as expected. But in other cases, you might be given a word problem where you have some of the parts given to you, but not explicitly. They have been stated in a question form where you have to identify the component that makes those parts be able to do your computation. Now note that assuming we have this shape, that's a cylinder, we are asked to find um, the volume. Note that we can draw the net of this cylinder. So the first approach is one, try to identify the component part of the shape or the solid figure that has been given. So looking at the shape that we have been given, the first one here, you know that the base of this cylinder is actually a circle. Good. So if it's a circle, then we can say that to find the volume of the cylinder, volume of this cylinder, to find the volume of this cylinder, we can just try to find the product of the base area and that of the height. So we can find the product of the base area and the height. So volume of the cylinder should be given us by the product of the base area. So the base area, and then times height. So the product of the base area and then times height. Good. So the base area times the height. The star here represents the height, the multiplication sign. I beg your pardon. So let's manage with that. So actually this approach is applicable to all instances, but because we are looking at the volume here of this cylinder, note that the area, what's the base? The base is actually a circle, so they have a circle, so the base is a circle. Therefore, what is the formula for finding the area of a circle? Pi r squared. Good. So we need to input that one. So the base area is the area of a circle. So this whole thing implies that area of a circle times the height. That's what we're trying to talk about. Times the height. Good. So this is what we need to do, so to be able to get it. So what we are trying to say is that if the area of a circle is known, then the height is given. We can equally find the volume of the cylinder. Good. In the case of the cuboid, we can say that the cuboid, we can also say base area times height. Good. If that's the case, what's the base area of the cuboid? The base area of the cuboid is actually the area of a rectangle. So if you have the area of a rectangle, we just have to multiply that by the height which has been given in the question, and we are through to go. So based on these, you note that we can simply be given our formula. So our volume for the cylinder, V can be inputted as our volume of the cylinder can be inputted as pi r squared. So pi r squared, and then times the height. Good. In the case of the cuboid, you can equally say the volume of the cuboid V should be equal to the product. Base area of the rectangle is length and breadth, so length times breadth times height. So basically, you realize that with these approaches, you can simply go about it in that manner. Good. That is that about volume, and at this level, see you again, and it's bye for now.